Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me closely, because what I'm about to say might just be the ignition to your transformation. You've been living under the shadow of fear. You've been tiptoeing around your destiny, whispering to mountains when you were called to move them. But today, we're going to talk about a force so powerful, so life-shaking, that once you get a hold of it, you won't walk the same, think the same, or live the same. I'm talking about confidence. Confidence is not arrogance. It's not noise. It's not pretending. Cool. Confidence is knowing who you are, whose you are, and walking boldly in your assignment, even when your knees are knocking. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You don't need approval from every voice in the room. Because when you walk with confidence, heaven backs you up, purpose lights your path, and fear gets evicted from your future. Some of y'all been asking for a breakthrough, when what you really need is the confidence to break through. It's already in you. The enemy isn't scared of your talent. He's terrified of the day you finally believe in it. Confidence will change the way you talk. Confidence will change the way you walk. Confidence will silence every lie that told you you're not enough. You see, confidence doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from having the courage to keep asking the questions. It comes from falling down and getting back up. It comes from facing rejection, but still believing you're worthy of acceptance. Closing powerful, commanding, deeply personal if you want your life to change. Don't wait on the world to affirm you. Look in the mirror and agree with God's design. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. You were built to stand, built to lead, built to overcome. So I dare you, I double dog dare you, to stop waiting and start walking in confidence. Because when you do, the doors will open, the chains will break, and your life, your whole life, will never be the same again. Confidence is not just a feeling. It's not about being loud or showing off. It's not about pretending you have it all together. True confidence is something deeper. It is when you know who you are and you live like it. It is when your actions match your beliefs about yourself. That is why confidence is really identity in action. It is about knowing your value and then showing up in the world with, not because they have nothing to say, but because they doubt themselves. They don't believe they are smart enough, strong enough, or good enough. That's not a problem with talent. That is not a problem with potential. That is a problem with identity. Because if you truly knew who you were, you wouldn't shrink. You wouldn't hide. You would step forward. When you understand your identity, you begin to see yourself differently. You stop measuring your worth by what other people think. You stop comparing yourself to everybody else. You no longer need to be the loudest person in the room to feel seen. You begin to walk with peace and purpose. That's where confidence begins. It begins with knowing that you matter, that you are created with intention, and that you don't need to be anyone else but yourself. Confidence is not the same as perfection. You can be confident and still make mistakes. You can be confident and still have bad days. Confidence doesn't mean you never doubt or feel nervous, but it means that even when you feel those things, you still move, you still try, you still show up. You still show up because your belief in who you are is stronger than the fear of what might happen. Think of a child learning to walk. At first, they fall a lot, but they don't stop trying. They don't sit down and say, maybe walking isn't for me. No, they get up and try again. They believe they can walk even when they haven't done it yet. That belief keeps them going. That's confidence. It's not waiting until you have it all figured out. It's moving forward even while you're learning. Some people wait for the world to give them permission to be confident. They wait for the job title. They wait for the relationship. They wait for someone to tell them they're good enough. But confidence doesn't come from outside. It starts on the inside. It starts the moment you stop asking for permission to be yourself. Good. When you wake up and decide, I have something to give, I have a voice, I have purpose, then everything begins to change. Confidence is powerful because it changes how you respond to life. When things go wrong, confidence helps you bounce back. When people doubt you, confidence reminds you not to doubt yourself. When a door closes, confidence tells you that another one can open. It helps you see failure not as the end, but as a lesson. It helps you keep moving, even when the path is not clear. And it's not just about how you feel. Other people can see confidence too. They can sense it in how you talk, how you carry yourself, and how you treat others. Confident people don't have to tear others down to feel good. They don't have to prove they're better. Prove they're better. Because they're not trying to compete. They're just trying to be who they are. Feel confident every day. That's normal, but confidence is something you can build. You build it by showing up for yourself. You build it by keeping promises to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, and then you do it, you begin to trust yourself. That trust grows into confidence. Every small win matters. Every small win matters. Every time you speak up when you were tempted to stay silent, that matters. Every time you try, even if you're scared, that matters. Those little moments add up. They shape how you see yourself. Over time, you begin to believe you are capable. You begin to believe that you deserve to take up space. You realize that your voice matters. Your dreams matter. Your story matters. That's what identity is. It's the truth about who you are. Confidence is what happens when you start living like that truth is real. The world can be loud. It will try to tell you who you are. It will try to define you by your past, your mistakes, your background, or your appearance. But when you have a strong sense of identity, you don't let those things stick. You know better. You know you are more than what you've been through. You know you are more than what people see on the outside. That's the kind of identity that produces real confidence. You don't have to shout to be confident. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to believe that you were made with purpose. And when you start making choices from that place, when you start acting like someone who knows their worth, you will see your life begin to change. You'll take more chances. You'll walk through more doors. You'll stop waiting and start living. Confidence is not something you put on like a jacket. It's something that grows from within. It comes from learning, trying, failing, and growing. It comes from experience. And the more you live in alignment with your true identity, the stronger your confidence becomes. You'll notice yourself standing taller, speaking clearer, and walking straighter. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer pretending to be someone you're not. So take a moment today and remind yourself of who you are, not who people said you are. Not who fear tried to make you, but who you truly are, brave, capable, and worthy of every good thing. And then go live like it. Let your identity come to life through your actions. Let the world see the real you. Bold, beautiful, and unshaken. Because confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you walk in. And when you do, your life will never be the same. Fear is something every person feels. It shows up in different ways and at different times. It might come before a big decision. It might show up when you're trying something new. It might whisper in your ear when you're about to speak up, apply for something, or take a step forward. Fear is not strange. It's not a sign that something is wrong with you. In fact, feeling fear is normal. It means you're human, but the real problem isn't fear. The real problem is when we let fear stop us. It's not fear that ruins dreams. It's what we do or don't do because of it. Fear by itself cannot hold you back. What holds people back is staying still. It's not trying. It's waiting too long. It's standing at the edge of opportunity and never jumping. That is what truly steals time, progress, and purpose. That's why fear is not the enemy. Stagnation is. Some people wait until they feel brave to move. But bravery doesn't come before the action. It comes during it. If you sit around waiting for fear to disappear, you might never move. You'll keep saying, "Oh, one day I'll do it. Someday I'll try." But those days never come. Because fear doesn't go away on its own. You learn to deal with it by moving anyway. You grow stronger by doing the thing that scares you. People think courage means not being afraid, but courage means doing it scared. It means saying, "I feel afraid, but I'm still going forward." That is what stops stagnation. That is what opens doors. You don't have to feel 100% sure. You just need to take the next step. One small step is better than standing still for years. Fear is like a shadow. It looks big, but it has no weight. It can't touch you unless you give it power. It lives in your mind. It grows in silence. When you face it, it often shrinks, but when you avoid it, it feels like it gets stronger. Many people live stuck because they think fear means stop. But sometimes fear is just a sign you're getting close to something important. You're stepping into something that matters, and your mind gets nervous because it's new. That's normal, but you can't let that stop you. Look back at your life. Think about the things you regret. Most of the time, you don't regret what you tried. You regret what you didn't try. You regret the chances you didn't take, the words you didn't say, the dreams you didn't chase. That's the pain of stagnation. It feels safe at first. At first. But over time, it starts to feel like you're stuck, you're alive, but you're not really living. Fear is loud. It says things like, oh, what if I fail? Oh, what would people think? Oh, what if I'm not good enough? These are the voices that keep you in one place. But you don't have to listen to them. You can hear those voices and still decide, I'm going to try anyway. Because what if you succeed? What if this step leads to something better? What if you are more ready than you think? You will never know until you move. You will never go standing still. Growth takes risk. Growth takes risk. Growth takes change. And yes, change can feel scary. But staying the same can be even scarier. Because you wake up one day and realize too much time has passed. You missed too many moments. And the life you wanted is now a memory of what could have been. You don't have to wait for the fear to go away. The fear to go away. You can carry it with you and still take action. Fear doesn't stop you unless you let it. You have the choice to move forward even with shaky hands, even with doubt in your mind, even with butterflies in your stomach. That is real strength. That is where power begins. Some people think staying still keeps them safe, but life doesn't stop moving. While you stand still, the world keeps changing. Opportunities keep passing. And the longer you wait, the harder it feels to begin. That's the trap of stagnation. It feels like rest, but it's really a slow fade. It's comfort that turns into chains. But the good news is, it's never too late to move. It doesn't matter how long you've been still. One step today can change everything. One choice, one call, one conversation, and things begin to shift. You don't have to fix everything at once. Just do something. Just start. Even a small move forward is better than no move at all. And when you take that step, something amazing happens. You build momentum. You start to believe again. You see that fear didn't break you. It didn't destroy you. It was just noise. You were stronger than it all along. Remember, everyone feels afraid sometimes. Even the people who look confident, even the ones who seem brave, they feel it too. The difference is, they keep going. They don't let fear make their choices. They refuse to stay stuck. They know that fear is part of the journey, but it is not the driver. It rides in the back seat while purpose takes the wheel. So today, decide to move. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. Just move. Write the email. Make the call. Start the project. Speak the idea. Don't let fear trick you into sitting still. You are too valuable, too gifted, too full of potential to waste another day in pause mode. Your dream is waiting on the other side of your action. Your breakthrough is tied to your decision to stop letting fear win. You've waited long enough. You've thought about it long enough. Now is the time. Not tomorrow, not next year, but now. You don't need to be fearless to win. You just need to move, even while fear is whispering. You can feel scared and still make progress. That's what breaks stagnation. That's what changes lives. You were not made to be stuck. You were made to grow, to build, to rise. So shake off the fear. Step out of the stillness. Your future is too bright to stay frozen. Fear may visit, but it doesn't get to stay. Stagnation ends today. Start moving and let the journey begin. One of the biggest mistakes people make in life is thinking they need everyone's approval before they move forward. They believe they can't start something, try something new, or even be themselves unless someone says, yes, that's okay. But the truth is, you don't need everyone's permission to live your life. You don't need everyone to clap for you, to like you, or to agree with you. It feels good when people support us, of course. But that's a bonus, not a requirement. Many people stay stuck in life because they're waiting. They're waiting for someone to tell them they're ready, waiting for someone to say they're good enough, waiting for someone to say, and now you can go after your dream. But if you always wait for others to approve, you might wait forever. People have opinions. People can change their minds. And not everyone will see your vision. That's okay. They don't have to. It's not their vision. It's yours. Living for approval is exhausting. It means always checking to see if other people are happy with your choices. It means changing who you are to fit in. It means saying yes when you want to say a no, just to avoid disappointing someone. Over time, you lose yourself. You stop being real. You become what other people expect instead of who you truly are. That's not freedom. That's a cage. You were not born to be a people pleaser. You were born to be a purpose chaser, and purpose doesn't always make sense to others. Sometimes the people closest to you won't understand why you're doing what you're doing. They may not see the value in your ideas. They may question your path. But you can't let that stop you. If you know deep down that it's right for you, then that's enough to begin. You don't need to convince everyone. You don't need to explain yourself over and over again. Sometimes you just need to walk it out and let the results speak for themselves. Approval can feel good, yes. It can be uplifting and encouraging, but it becomes dangerous when it becomes your fuel. Because when people stop clapping, you might stop moving. When someone criticizes you, you might want to give up. That's why you can't build your life on the opinions of others. Opinions shift. People get it wrong. Even well-meaning people can doubt your dream. But if you stop every time someone doesn't agree with you, you'll never get anywhere. True confidence comes from inside. It comes from knowing who you are and what you're called to do. It comes from being able to look in the mirror and say, even if no one sees it yet, I know what I carry. When you believe in yourself, the need for approval gets smaller. You don't ignore people completely. You stay open to wise advice. But you stop living and dying by whether or not people are cheering for you. There will be moments when you have to choose between pleasing people and following your truth. Maybe it's a job decision. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a personal dream or a step of faith. In those moments, remember that you are not here to perform. You are not here to meet everyone else's expectations. You are here to live your life, not someone else's version of it. It can be scary to go against the crowd. It can be uncomfortable when people don't understand you. But trying to keep everyone happy is a battle you'll never win. No matter what you do, someone will have something to say. Someone will think you're doing it wrong. Someone will not like your choices. And that's okay. You're enough for everyone. Your life doesn't have to make sense to everyone. When you stop chasing approval, you gain peace. You start to enjoy your own company. You start to trust your own voice. You stop comparing yourself to everyone around you. You don't need a crowd to clap for you because you've learned how to clap for yourself. That's real growth. Think about all the great people in history. The leaders, the inventors, the artists, the changemakers. Most of them were misunderstood at first. Many were laughed at, ignored or doubted. But they kept going. They didn't wait for a crowd to approve. They followed what was in their hearts. And eventually the world caught up. Sometimes people don't see your value until you stop asking them to. Just keep building, keep growing, keep showing up. Not everyone will see your worth right away. But that doesn't mean you have to hide. Sometimes you have to believe in yourself enough to walk through the door before anyone else opens it for you. Don't let their silence confuse you. Don't let their doubt become your own. You know who you are. You know what's inside of you. That's enough to keep going. You don't need 100 people to believe in you. You need you to believe in you. That's the real foundation. And when you believe in yourself, people will begin to notice. The right people will show up. The right support will come. But even if it takes time, you'll keep moving. Because you've already decided that approval is extra. Not necessary. It's okay to want support. It's okay to feel good when someone encourages you. That's natural. But don't depend on it. Don't build your confidence on something that comes and goes. Build it on truth. Build it on purpose. Build it on a deep knowing that you are valuable, worthy, and capable, no matter who sees it right now. So if you're waiting for someone to say, and now's the time, this is it. Give yourself permission. Start the thing. Take the step. Say yes to your future. Don't wait for every voice to agree. Just start moving. You don't need the world to approve your calling. You just need the courage to walk in it. You are not here to impress. You are here to impact. You are not here to be liked by everyone. You are here to be true to yourself. The ones who are meant to walk with you will find you, who are not you. The rest, let them go. You're not doing this for applause. You're doing this because you are made for more. Keep going, with or without the approval. Everything you want in life, everything you hope to become, everything you dream about starts with one thing: belief. Not just belief in the world or what's possible, but belief in yourself. If you don't believe it can happen, it probably never will. If you don't believe you can grow, change, rise, or win, then you'll never even try. Belief is the first step. Before the door opens, before the path is clear, belief is what pushes you to move. Many people have goals, dreams, and hopes, but not all of them see those dreams come to life. What makes the difference? It's not always money. It's not always talent. It's not always luck. Often, the difference is belief. The people who break through are the ones who believe, even when they have no reason to. They believe in what they carry inside. They believe that they are not stuck forever. They believe that more is possible. Belief is powerful because it changes how you think, how you speak, and how you act. When you believe something is possible, you start walking toward it. You take small steps. You try again after failure. 2. You speak with faith. You carry yourself differently. You don't need all the answers yet. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to believe that it's worth trying. Sometimes belief is all you have. Maybe the people around you don't support you. Maybe your situation looks impossible. Maybe everything in your life tells you to settle. But deep down, there's a quiet voice saying, there's more for you. You're not done yet. This is not the end. That voice is belief. And if you listen to it, if you water it, if you follow it, it will lead you to your breakthrough. Breakthrough doesn't usually happen in one big moment. It happens in little steps, one small decision at a time. But you only take those steps if you believe there's something on the other side. If you believe your effort matters. If you believe your life can change. Some people never see change because they've stopped believing. They've been hurt. They failed. They've been rejected or ignored. So they decide that nothing will ever work. And so they stop moving. They stop hoping. They give up. But belief is the light that breaks through the darkness. Even in pain, even in loss, even in hard times, belief keeps your heart alive. It keeps you reaching. It keeps you growing. You might cry, you might struggle, but you won't stop. Because belief gives you something to hold on to when everything else feels shaky. You don't need the whole picture to believe. Just a glimpse. Just one spark. Just one reason to say, I think I can. That's where it starts. And when you believe, your mind starts finding ways to help you. You notice opportunities. You speak with purpose. You take more chances. You stop waiting and start creating. That's how belief becomes the bridge between where you are and where you're going. It's not always easy to believe, especially when you've been disappointed before. But even if your belief feels small, hold on to it. Even if it shakes, even if it's quiet, don't let it go. Protect it. Feed it with good thoughts, with encouraging voices, with stories of others who made it through. Stay close to people who remind you that you are capable, valuable, and strong. Belief doesn't mean you'll never doubt. Couldn't mean you'll never doubt. It doesn't mean everything will go smoothly. It just means you won't quit when things get hard. It means you'll keep showing up, keep giving your best, keep dreaming even after setbacks. That kind of belief is unshakable, and it's what brings you to your breakthrough. Breakthrough is not just about reaching a goal. It's about breaking through your limits. It's about going beyond what you thought was possible. It's about becoming someone you didn't even know you could be. And all of that begins inside. The battle is not always on the outside. The biggest battle is in your mind. If you win that battle, the battle to believe, you're already halfway there. You may not feel strong. You may not feel ready. But belief is not about feelings. It's about choice. You choose to believe. You choose to stand. You choose to try again. You choose to speak life over your future, even when the present feels heavy. And every time you make that choice, your belief gets stronger. And your breakthrough gets closer. Don't let fear talk you out of your future. Don't let failure convince you that you're not meant to win. Don't let the opinions of others drown out your own voice. You have something special inside. You have a gift. You have a purpose. You have a calling. But it only comes alive when you believe it's real. You have to believe you matter. Believe you were made for more. Believe that your life has value no matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter how long it's taken. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen. As long as there's breath in your body, there's still time for a breakthrough. But it starts with belief. It starts with belief. Nothing outside can grow until something inside starts to rise. Let that belief rise again. Let it push you forward. Let it remind you that you were not made to stay stuck. Your belief is the beginning of a new story. It opens doors. It breaks chains. It shifts your thinking. It gives you courage to walk away from things that are not for you and walk toward what is. You might not see the full path yet, but that's okay. Just take the next step. And the next. One small step backed by belief can change your life forever. You don't have to wait for a sign. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect. Just believe. Right here. Right now. Believe that things can change. Believe that healing can come. Believe that you can rise. Your breakthrough is not waiting on someone else. It's waiting on you. It's waiting on your belief. So today, decide to believe again. Not because everything is perfect, but because you know you were created for more. Let that belief grow inside you. Let it move you. Let it move you. Let it wake up the dream that's been sleeping. Your breakthrough begins the moment you say, I believe. Rejection is something we all face at some point in life. It comes in many forms. Maybe someone you cared about walked away. Maybe a job you really wanted slipped through your fingers. Maybe you shared your dream with someone and they didn't believe in it. Maybe you gave your best and it still wasn't enough for someone else. Rejection hurts. It can leave you feeling confused, unwanted, or even ashamed. But here's what you need to know. Rejection doesn't define you. Just because someone didn't choose you doesn't mean you aren't valuable. Just because one door closed doesn't mean there isn't another door that's better. Rejection feels personal, but often it has more to do with the other person, the timing, or the situation than it does with your worth. You can't let a single moment, or even several moments, of rejection make you believe lies about yourself. Sometimes, when people are rejected, they start to think something is wrong with them. They begin to question everything. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I should stop trying. Maybe I'll never be accepted. These thoughts can grow heavy if we let them stay. But here's the truth. Rejection is not the end. It's not the final word. It's just a moment, a chapter, a part of the journey, not the whole story. Think about some of the greatest people who ever lived. Ango. Many of them were told a no before they heard a yes. They were turned away, laughed at, ignored, or overlooked. But they didn't give up. They didn't let rejection tell them who they were. They kept going. They kept believing. And in time, their moment came. The same can be true for you. Your story is still being written. One, rejection doesn't cancel the future. Rejection can teach you things. It can help you grow. Sometimes it shows you that the thing you were chasing wasn't right for you. Sometimes it teaches you how to fight harder. Sometimes it opens your eyes to new directions. But it should never stop you. It should never make you think less of yourself. You are still worthy. You are still gifted. You are still enough. When someone rejects you, it can feel like they're saying you don't matter. But their choice is not a measure of your value. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself. The people who are meant to see your light will see it. The ones who are meant to walk with you will walk with you. The ones who reject you were never meant to define you. It's easy to carry the pain of rejection and let it shape your identity. But if you do that, you give away your power. You start building walls. You stop taking risks. You stop dreaming, and slowly you shrink. You hide. But you were not made to live small. You were made to stand tall, even when someone says a no. Their no is not your limit. You are not the opinion of someone who couldn't see your worth. You are not the sum of your mistakes or the things that didn't work out. You are not finished just because one door didn't open. Sometimes the rejection is really redirection. Sometimes it's life saying, but keep going. It doesn't feel good in the moment, but later you'll look back and realize it pushed you towards something better. Rejection doesn't mean you're a failure. Failing and being a failure are two different things. Everyone fails at something. Everyone gets turned down. Everyone hears a no at some point. What matters is what you do after. Do you sit in the pain forever? Or do you stand up and try again? The most successful people are not the ones who never got rejected. They're the ones who didn't let rejection stop them. Sometimes rejection shows you that you were trying to fit where you didn't belong. You were trying to earn a place that wasn't meant for you. You don't have to chase people who don't value you. You don't have to beg to be chosen. You are already enough. Truly are already enough. You don't need to twist yourself into a version that others like. Be who you are and the right people will find you. The right doors will open. Healing from rejection takes time. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to cry, but don't build a home in that pain. Don't replay the moment over until it becomes who you are. Talk to someone, get it out. Remind yourself of what's true. You are still worthy of love. You still have something to give. You still have purpose. What didn't choose you does not define you. Your life is not over because something didn't go your way. You are still breathing. That means you still have time. Time to heal. Time to grow. Time to find your path. Don't let one disappointment make you forget everything that is still possible. You are more than a moment. No-ment. You are more than someone's opinion. You are more than that to know. Keep showing up. Keep giving your best. Keep believing in the beauty of your own story. There is strength in you. There is resilience in you. There is greatness in you. And it's not based on whether or not people approve. People approve. It's based on what you carry inside. So the next time you feel rejected, take a breath. Remind yourself, this doesn't define me. This is not who I am. This is just a moment. Then take another step. Do it even if you feel shaky. Do it even if you feel shaky. Do it even if your heart hurts. Because every step forward is a step away from the pain, a step toward your future, and your future is still full of promise. You're going to be okay. More than okay. You're going to rise. You're going to find what's meant for you. And when you do, you'll be thankful you didn't let rejection stop you. You'll see how strong you really were. You'll see that what once felt like the end was really just a new beginning. So keep walking, keep hoping, keep believing. Rejection doesn't get to write your story. You do. And the next chapter can be beautiful if you just keep going. Confidence is more than just walking with your head held high. It's more than a loud voice or a bold appearance. Real confidence is quiet strength. It's believing deep inside that you are worthy, that you have something special, and that your life matters. When you live with that kind of confidence, something amazing happens. Your life begins to move in the direction of your true purpose. Confidence pulls you closer to your destiny. Your destiny is not just about what you do, but about who you are meant to become. It's the life that fits you, the path that feels like home to your soul. Many people never walk into that life. Not because they aren't smart enough, strong enough, or talented enough, but because they don't believe in themselves. They hide, they shrink, they wait for someone else to give them permission. But confidence says, I may not have it all figured out, but I'm going anyway. And that kind of faith draws the right doors, the right people, and the right opportunities toward you. Confidence doesn't mean you never doubt. It means you push forward even when you feel unsure. It means you trust that what's in you is greater than what's against you. When you carry yourself with that kind of mindset, the world responds. People notice. Life responds. It's like a signal you send out that says, I know who I am. I know where I'm going. And destiny begins to move toward you because destiny is attracted to people who are ready. Many people wait for a perfect time to feel confident. They say, I'll be confident when I get the job, when I lose the weight, when people finally see my worth. But that's backwards. Confidence is not a reward you get after success. It's the fuel you need to reach it. Oh, when you step forward in confidence, even before everything looks right, you make room for your future to meet you. Think about this. When you walk into a room full of strangers and you carry yourself with confidence, not arrogance, but quiet, steady assurance, people are drawn to that. They want to know who you are. They want to listen to you. They want to work with you. Why? Because confidence is magnetic. It gives people a sense that you are someone who knows where they're headed. And that kind of energy opens doors. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Every time you try, even when you're scared, you build it. Every time you speak up, show up, or step out, you grow it. And as you grow your confidence, you begin to attract moments that shape your future. That's why it's so important to protect your mindset. Don't feed your doubts. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't let fear tell you who you are. Build your confidence by reminding yourself daily that you are worthy, even if you're still learning. When you stop asking for permission and start believing in your place. When you stop waiting to be chosen and start choosing yourself. Confidence is not about pretending you're better than anyone. It's about knowing that you are not less than anyone. When you truly carry that, you stop chasing the wrong things. You stop trying to fit into places that were never meant for you. You start walking with purpose, and purpose draws destiny closer. Your destiny doesn't respond to fear. It doesn't respond to doubt. It responds to action, to boldness, to belief. And that's why confidence is so important. Because it's confidence that helps you take the first step. It's confidence that keeps you moving when things get tough. It's confidence that tells you you can still win even after loss. Without it, you hesitate. You second guess. You stay stuck. Some of the greatest changes in your life will begin with one decision. The decision to believe in yourself again. To stop waiting for signs and start becoming the sign. You may not feel ready. You may not feel qualified. But confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about knowing that what you carry is enough for now, and what you don't have, you will grow into. As you build your confidence, your decisions begin to change. You stop settling. You stop apologizing for your dreams. You stop letting fear lead your choices, and that shift changes everything. Suddenly, you're walking in rooms you never thought you'd enter. You're having conversations that push you forward. You're standing in spaces that once intimidated you. And it's all because you believed, not in what you saw, but in what you knew inside. Confidence doesn't mean every day will be perfect. There will still be doubts. There will still be challenges. But with confidence, you face those moments differently. You don't run. You don't run. You don't give up. You rise. You adapt. You learn. And you keep going. That's what draws your future to you. Not perfection, but persistence. Life is always watching how you show up. If you carry yourself like someone who expects greatness, life will begin to respond in kind. But if you walk through life with your head down, always waiting to be picked, you may miss the moments that were meant to shape your destiny. Don't wait to feel ready. Confidence comes when you move, when you try, when you grow. You are more powerful than you think. You have something the world needs. And every time you doubt yourself, you hold back that gift. But when you rise in confidence, not ego, but belief, the right things begin to find you. The right people begin to see you. The right doors begin to open. So stand tall, even when you feel small. Even when you feel small. Speak up, even if your voice shakes. Keep going, even when the road is uncertain. Because confidence is not just a feeling, it's a decision. And when you choose it, your whole life starts to move. And because everything changes overnight, but because you change. And that change pulls your destiny closer, step by step. The life you dream about is waiting on the other side of belief. The purpose you were created for is drawn to boldness. So live like it's already yours. Speak like it's already possible. Show up like you belong there, because you do. Confidence is not the end, it's the beginning. And with it, you can step into everything that was always meant for you. Confidence is one of the most powerful things a person can have. It is not just about looking brave or sounding strong. It's something that starts inside of you. It's a quiet voice that says, I can do this, even when everything around you feels unsure. Confidence helps you keep going. It helps you stand tall even when you're scared. When you live with confidence, something beautiful begins to happen. The right things start coming into your life. The right people, the right opportunities, and the right moments begin to find their way to you. That's because confidence attracts your destiny. They wait for someone to tell them they're good enough. They wait for everything to be perfect. But life doesn't work that way. If you wait too long, you might miss the very thing you were created for. Confidence doesn't wait for everything to be perfect. Confidence steps out even when the ground feels shaky. And when you do that, the world starts to move with you. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to believe that you are meant for more. You just need to believe that your life has a purpose and that your dream is possible. That belief changes how you walk, how you talk, and how you show up in the world. And when you start to show up like that, your destiny begins to show up too. Confidence makes you take chances. It helps you speak up when your voice wants to stay silent. It helps you say yes to new things. It helps you say no to things that don't serve your future. It gives you the courage to try even if you fail. And here's something important. Your destiny doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present. It needs you to show up. And confidence helps you do that. Think about people you admire. They didn't get to where they are by staying small. They didn't get there by being afraid of what others thought. They got there because they believed in something, even if no one else did. They believed in their gift. They believed in their path. And they believed that they had something to offer. That belief pulled them forward. And that same kind of belief can pull you forward too. Confidence isn't always loud. It doesn't have to shout. Sometimes it's the quiet strength of someone who refuses to give up. It's the steady walk of someone who knows their worth. It's the calm voice that says, I've got this, even when things go wrong. That kind of confidence sends a message to life. I am ready for what's mine. And life responds. When you don't have confidence, it's easy to settle. It's easy to take less than what you deserve. It's easy to stop dreaming. But you were not made to settle. You were not made to live in fear. You were made to shine. And when you find that confidence inside you, you begin to rise. You begin to lift your head. You begin to take steps you never thought you could take. That is the moment when your future begins to change. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about knowing that you will make mistakes, but still choosing to move forward. It's about trusting that each step is part of your journey. When you walk in confidence, you stop waiting for other people to tell you who you are. You stop needing approval. You know your value. You carry it with you. And that kind of spirit can't be ignored. There will be times when people don't understand you. Times when you are overlooked. Times when you feel like you're walking alone. But don't lose heart. Your destiny is not in someone else's hands. It's in yours. And the more you believe that, the more you will see doors open that you thought were closed. The more you believe in yourself, the more your life will begin to rise. You don't need a crowd to cheer for you. You don't need everyone to believe in your dream. You just need to keep going. You just need to keep walking forward with your head high and your heart full of hope. Because confidence attracts the future you were born to. It pulls you toward places you've never been, but were always meant to be. It brings people into your life who will support you and challenge you in the best ways. When you live with confidence, you send a message to your future. I'm ready. I may not have all the answers, but I'm not afraid to begin. I'm not afraid to begin. I may fall sometimes, but I'll get back up. I may not be where I want to be yet, but I'm not staying where I am. That kind of mindset is powerful. That kind of mindset is what makes dreams come alive. You have something inside you that is strong, something that is beautiful. Something that is beautiful. Something that is needed in this world. Don't let fear silence it. Don't let doubt bury it. Choose to believe in yourself, even when it's hard. Choose to take the next step, even if it's small. Because every step you take in confidence, a step closer to your destiny, sometimes you will walk alone. Oh! Sometimes you will feel unsure, but keep going anyway. The more you show up for your life, the more your life will show up for you. Your confidence is a key. It opens doors. It lights a fire. It changes the way you see the world and the way the world sees you. So lift your head. Yeah, the way the world sees you. So lift your head. Straighten your shoulders. Walk forward like you belong in the room, because you do. Speak like your voice matters, because it does. Show up like your presence changes things, because it can. Love like your destiny is waiting, because it is. Everything you've been hoping for is not out of reach. It's just on the other side of belief. On the other side of one more step. On the other side of choosing confidence instead of fear. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to believe that you are made for more. And then walk in that belief every single day. The moment you choose confidence is the moment your destiny starts moving toward you. So don't wait. Your future is calling, and it's ready for you to answer. So today, I want to leave you with this. Don't wait for the world to believe in you, but believe in yourself first. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start right where you are. Don't let fear stop you. Walk through it with faith. Because the life you've been dreaming of, the purpose you were born for, the destiny that has your name on it, it's not waiting on your talent, your money, or your background. It's waiting on your confidence. The moment you rise in belief, the moment you choose to walk like you belong, speak like you matter, and live like you were made for more, that's the moment your destiny begins to open its doors. You don't have to chase what's already drawn to you. Just walk boldly. Walk faithfully. Walk confidently. And watch how your life begins to change. Your future is not far away. It's one decision away. So step into it. Own it. Believe it. Because confidence doesn't just change your mood. It changes your life. And when you move with confidence, destiny has no choice but to move with you. Thank you.